All right, today we are going on a climb, a really, really big climb. We're heading to Sri Lanka to scale the incredible ancient fortress of Sigiriya, better known as Lion Rock. And let me tell you, it's one of the most breathtaking UNESCO World Heritage sites you will ever see.
So, this brings us to the big question, right? The one that just blows your mind. How on earth do you build a royal palace, a huge one, on top of a 180-meter-high rock back in the 5th century? I mean, think about it. No cranes, no helicopters, none of the tech we have today. It seems absolutely impossible. And yet, there it is.
Well, we're about to find out. We're going to tackle this climb together, uncovering the secrets of this place with every step up. So come on, let's start the ascent.
So, to really get Sigiriya, you first have to get the person behind it. This wasn't just a fortress. It was a fortress born from some serious, world-class ambition. Okay, so here are the key facts. The whole thing was dreamed up by a man named King Kashyapa, way back in the late 5th century. He looked at this massive, dramatic pillar of rock in what's now the Matalay district of Sri Lanka and said, "That's it. That's where I'll build my new capital." It was meant to be both a stunning, lavish palace and a fortress that nobody could ever conquer.
All right, let's start climbing. And this is where things get really cool. See, the genius of Sigiriya is that the climb itself is part of the masterpiece. It's like a journey through time designed to blow you away at every single stage.
So, as we go up, we're going to hit 3 key spots. First, at the very bottom, we've got the amazing water gardens. Then, we'll make our way to the mysterious mirror wall. And finally, just before that last big push to the top, we'll see the famous Sigiriya frescoes.
So even before we take our first step up the rock, you're hit with this marvel at the base, the water gardens. And look, these are not just some pretty little ponds. We're talking about one of the oldest and most advanced hydraulic engineering systems in all of Asia. And the truly wild part, after 1,500 years, a lot of these fountains still work when it rains. It's just unbelievable. Okay, as we climb higher, we come to the mirror wall. Now get this, originally this wall was covered in a special plaster and polished to such a high shine that King Kashyapa could literally see his own reflection as he walked by. But over hundreds of years, it transformed. It became this kind of ancient guest book, a canvas, where visitors, totally captivated by the view, started carving poems right onto the surface.
And these aren't just random graffiti, you know? Some of these poems are over 1,000 years old. They're like a time capsule of emotion. It's amazing to think that the same sense of awe we feel standing here today, well, people felt that exact same thing centuries and centuries ago. It's a direct connection to them.
A little further up the rock face, tucked away in this sheltered little pocket, you find these, the Sigiriya frescoes. Wow, these are just masterpieces of ancient Sri Lankan art. They show these beautiful celestial maidens, or maybe they were portraits of the king's court. Nobody knows for sure. But the fact that they have survived right here on an exposed cliff face for over 1,500 years, it's nothing short of a miracle.
Okay, take a deep breath. We've seen the gardens, the mirror wall, the incredible frescoes. Now we're here. The final, and I mean most dramatic part of the climb, the gateway to the sky.
This is it. This is the moment everything has been building towards, the final ascent, to the palace that sits among the clouds.
And here we are, the Lion's Paw Terrace. Just look at these. These 2 giant carved paws are all that remain of what was once a gigantic lion statue. The original entrance to the palace on top was a staircase that went through the lion's mouth. That's how Sigiriya got its name, Sigiriya, which means lion rock. I mean, can you even begin to imagine how incredible the full statue must have been?
We did it! We made it! We passed the gardens, the wall, the frescoes, and climbed right between the lion's paws. We are now at the summit. Welcome to the palace among clouds. And trust me, the reward for that climb is absolutely spectacular.
Let's just take a moment to absorb the scale of this. We're standing 180 meters, that's almost 600 feet, straight up from the jungle floor below. The air up here feels different, doesn't it? And the view. It just goes on forever.
So what's up here? You've got the ruins of King Kashyapa's palace.
You can actually walk around the foundations, you can see where his throne once stood, you can find these ingenious water cisterns that were carved right out of the stone to collect rainwater. And no matter which way you turn, you're met with this stunning panoramic view of the forests and lakes of central Sri Lanka. It's just breathtaking.
It's amazing when you think about it. Back then, this was a symbol of one king's power, a lavish palace, but also a formidable fortress. But now, today, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's become a symbol of Sri Lanka's unbelievably rich history, and it's also a crucial ecological reserve. It's transformed from one man's vision into a treasure for the entire world.
So yeah, Sigiriya started out as a monument to the ambition of just one king. But it really speaks to something bigger, something universal inside all of us. It leaves you with a final thought, doesn't it? What does an incredible place like this really tell us about that timeless, very human desire we have to build impossible things, to create wonders that seem to touch the sky?